The Horror Review. Monkey Shines. Just the facts. Monkey Shines is the name of an American horror film released on the 29th of July 1988 in the United States. It was directed by famed horror guru George Romero, renowned for his zombie movies including the original Night of the Living Dead in the late 60s, the first such zombie film of its kind, and its first sequel Dawn of the Dead in the late 70s. Romero also wrote the screenplay for the film, adapting it from the novel of the same name by author Michael Stewart. The score for Monkey Shines was provided by composer David Shire, who also provided the scores for films such as the original The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, All the President's Men and Return to Oz. Plot. A former athlete struggles to adjust to his new life after an accident leaves him quadriplegic. To help regain some autonomy and independence, he is given a helper monkey specially trained to assist the disabled. But Ella is no ordinary monkey. Sometimes she seems almost human. Sometimes, just sometimes, she almost seems like she can read his thoughts and act on them. Cast. The film stars Canadian actor Jason Beige in the lead role of Alan Mann. Beige appeared in a number of films and TV series including Thelma and Louise, G.I. Jane, Picket Fences, Chicago Hope, Melrose Place and The X-Files. Also appearing in Monkey Shines are John Pankow as Jeffrey Fisher, a scientist friend who provides Alan with the not exactly normal monkey. Pankow is perhaps best known for his long-running role as Paul Reiser's eternally cheerful cousin Ira on 90s comedy series Mad About You, and is married to actress Christine Sutherland, best known as Buffy's mother Joyce Summers on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Kate McNeil plays monkey trainer Melanie Parker, who becomes emotionally involved with Alan, having also appeared in the earlier 80s horror film The House on Sorority Row and the daytime soap opera As the World Turns. As Alan's domineering mother, who cluelessly attempts to take over Alan's life and become his primary caregiver regardless of his own wishes, is Joyce Van Patten, a Broadway stage actress who has also appeared in a wide range of TV series and movies including Hawaii Five-0, The Untouchables, The Twilight Zone, The Andy Griffith Show, The Rockford Files, Law and Order, The Sopranos, The Falcon and the Snowman and St. Elmo's Fire. Playing Alan's arrogant and callous surgeon Emmy Award-winning actor Stanley Tucci, who has a wide array of credits including The Lovely Bones and the TV series Monk. Appearing in a small role as Dean Burbage is actor Stephen Root, an American actor and comic whose most famous roles are probably as Milton in the 1998 comedy Office Space and eccentric billionaire Jimmy James on the cult classic late 90s comedy series News Radio. In an even smaller part as a party guest is stunt woman and actress Patricia Tallman, probably best known for her lead role in the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead and as telepath Lyta Alexander in the 90s science fiction series Babylon 5. Trivia. Monkey Shines, also known as Monkey Shines: An Experiment in Fear, was shot on location in Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania and was the first studio film made by Romero. However, the experience was not a happy one for the director, with the studio making numerous cuts and re-edits to the picture. Monkey Shines is one of the few motion pictures to depict a sex scene in which one of the participants is a quadriplegic. Stephen Root was a stage actor at this point and Monkey Shines was actually his first film, a fact his agent told him to keep from casting directors, although his second film, Crocodile Dundee 2, was ultimately released in theaters prior to Monkey Shines. Monkey Shines was released on VHS in 1989 and one DVD in the 2000s, before Shout Factory gave the film a Blu-ray release in 2014. Reaction. Monkey Shines flopped at the US box office and received a mixed response from critics at the time, though over the years has developed an appreciative cult following. What I think. There is no denying that Monkey Shines is a very strange film, beginning as a drama about a formerly able man struggling to cope with his nightmarish new situation, before slowly moving into darker and weirder territory. However, the film is also undeniably effective regardless of its strangeness, being well acted and directed and strangely compelling throughout, with the filmmakers somehow coaxing a wonderfully appropriate performance from the monkey, who all but steals the show. I rather like Monkey Shines, and it certainly does not deserve anything less than a reasonable B+.